And good afternoon, and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. I hope that you guys are doing okay today. As you come into the room, please hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing okay on today. I know that I am. I always express the importance of hitting the like button because the like button helps to keep the video in the algorithm. Okay, so like, share, subscribe, comment, all of those great things. Okay. Um, yeah, like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. I want you guys to know how much I appreciate you so much. All of my old subscribers, all of my new subscribers, all of my future subscribers. I want you guys to know that I appreciate you so much as we continuously go up, okay? Yeah, we going up. We've been going up, right? Um, I'm going to be releasing some stuff into my members, okay? I'm gonna be releasing some stuff into my members. I'm just waiting for the green light to release it. Okay. I was downtown today. Okay. Y'all know I gets the juice. Y'all know I get it. It be the real juice too. I get that 100% juice. No added additives. What is it? No added additives or whatever they call it. Okay. I'm forgetting the word, but I think it's no additives. Okay. But I wanted to talk about Jay Fizzle and um Lamigo was in New York at the same time, right? Now, y'all know Jay Fizzle has been going up, and we've been talking about how proud we are of him, and I know Dolph is proud of him. He's shining. Jay Fizzle, I mean, he been dropping back to back to back, and he has been getting rave reviews. And I want to let me go to his page because I want to see because child, we was on live last night, and even folks, even some of the little haters was talking about how they was loving on that song, that video that Jay Fizzle had put out. It's called Backbreaker. Okay, y'all need to go run Backbreaker up. Okay. But Jay Fizzle Goodfellas with Snoop Bands is at 200,000, and the video he's got called Free Straight Drive is at 766,000. Um, I want you guys to make sure y'all go and run him up. If y'all have not subscribed to his YouTube channel, make sure y'all subscribe to his YouTube channel. I just did. I thought I was, but I just did. And go and continuously run the young brother up. You know, that's Young Dolph's blood cousin. And he's a part of Paper Route, and he been doing a darn thing. He always was one of the best kept secrets, but I mean, he laid it down. Like he got everybody talking, everybody taking notice. Okay. And even like I said, some of the little haters gotta bop their head. Okay. You can't hate your whole life. You just gotta go and bop your head to some good music, right? And so, like I said, I'm real proud of Jay Fizzle. Y'all know Jay Fizzle got about 50 kids. He ain't got them yet, but he said he want 50. He said he want his own family, but what he is doing, he is building a village. Okay, who knows? He's being fruitful, and he said he takes care of every one of them. And I think they say he got 17 kids. I'm not sure. That's a lot of kids. Whew, child, but they did that back in the day. And one woman would have about 20. They had 20 kids. I didn't know it was possible for one woman to have 20. But guess what? My great grandmother had my grandma's mom, and I remember her because she died in 1991. So I remember her very good. You know, she had 14 girls. And then not only that, when I ain't gonna get into that, but she had 14 girls. So, they were being fruitful back then, right? And there wasn't nothing wrong with none of them. you know. Um, But anyways, and they were all in my granddad was there. It was a two-parent household. Okay, the only thing I could say is my granddad, he was a real peaceful person. When you got that many women in the house, you just have to go ahead and submit if you want to, you know. If you want to stay sane, sometimes you just have to submit. Okay. But anyways, I want to talk about Jay Fizzle and Lamigo being in New York at the same time. Okay. And so Jay Fizzle was out there and it looks like he's at studio doing some work. And I get suspicious about stuff like this because why was Lamigo in New York at the same time? Okay. When people start talking about backdoor, and I'm not saying that anybody, whoever who booked him to come out there, it looks like he was doing work, didn't let them know that he was gonna be out there. But you never can tell because we know Jay Fizzle been going up. He dropped that song, Free Straight Drop. He been dropping other songs. He threw this out at Yo Gotti and them. And so from what we know, from what we've heard and from what we know, right? Um they From what we've heard and what we know, when stuff like this happens, the little artists have to prove themselves by getting the hanger ons, that want to be around rappers so bad and they want to, be in spots that they've never been in so that they can get on Instagram and post it and clout chase. What they do is they saddle up, okay? And so Lil Migo is out there in New York even right now. And I think Jay Fizzle, I know they was there at the same time, and I don't know if Jay Fizzle is still there, but from looking at Jay Fizzle, it looks like Jay Fizzle had more people with him and looks like he might have had professional security, which is good. He needs security that can go ahead and blow a person's computer dome out, okay? Because it seems like to me, and I'm not accusing Lamigo, but I kind of look at Lamigo as being one of those ones that I don't know what's going on. Maybe he's slick sadistic or something. But I do know when the young Doc was assassinated, he was one of the ones talking about smoking on a dog pack. Okay, he was one of the ones whose name came up. I don't say a lot about Lil Migo, okay? Because Lil Migo is a child, okay? He is, and I hate to be real accusatory because I have people that come onto my channel, okay, that believes in Lil Migo, okay? And so what I do is because I don't have 100% proof, I let him make it, okay? But in the back of my mind tells me, just based on chatter, that he ain't gonna make it too long because it's something that's gonna come up. And I kind of think Lil Migos think that you have to think about why Grove Hero didn't mention Lil Migo name for nothing, right? And when people say, well, Lil Migo didn't do nothing, nah, I don't believe that. I believe Lil Migo, even though they said, well, he always had money, he come from a good home. Well, we don't know why people do what they do. We don't know what kind of agreements that they make with people or whatever. The only thing I could say to Lamigo is that whatever he's thinking about doing so that he can get his picture and his to get the attention of God in them, it ain't gonna work out for him. God in them ain't God, and I don't mean no harm, but God in them is gonna go down pretty soon. Okay. And so all of those people that they have brought in is going to end up going down with them because there has to be some retribution for what they did to Young Dog. Now, we know that Lil Migo started hanging around a lot of the dudes. I believe they said around Frazier and in North Memphis and stuff. And I was listening to some of those little dudes, and I like them. I wish somebody would talk to. I thought about calling Trey Slime's mother, okay, because what is going on with Trey Slime? Is hey, Trey Slime, you got law enforcement talking about you crashing out, okay? And so what somebody needs to get his mother and talk to his mother, because it seems to me that Lamigo and Black Youngster and them are sending him out to do the very ultimate, right? And that is get his life taken, right? Trey Slime is a young man. He's a cute little kid. He's very talented, right? And so what? And I said I thought about calling his mama because I know his mother. Okay, I went to junior high school with his mom. Okay, and so I thought about calling her, and I was like, I'm gonna leave that alone. But somebody needs to talk to Trey Slime, right? Because we understand that the little dudes around him don't have him around to help him. He's got a talent that could take him very, very far, right? But instead, he was brought in, okay, so that he could crash out. He could do their dirt, and then they can crash him out. And then once he crash out for the final time, they're gonna go and get another young man, okay, and push him to do the exact same thing. That's very unfortunate. But as far as Jay Fizzle and Lamigo being out there together, hey, I like I said, I be letting Lamigo make it, but I already know Lamigo ain't right. Okay. And Lamigo, you not going to, if you let them send you out there to New York to do anything, or them little dudes around you to do anything. First of all, them little dudes that you went to the hood and got, they are very talented. If you all can offer them something, because they said them dudes in Fraser was making it before Lamigo and them came along. They was already doing their own thing and making a buzz for themselves. So hopefully Lamigo them didn't go out there, but that's not what I heard though. That's the reason why I'm putting it into the atmosphere. I heard that they strictly went and lined themselves up. He was told to go line himself up with them dudes so that they can pit them and make them hitters and dangle stuff in their faces. And like somebody was saying, those little dudes were already doing good. So now why go and align yourself with somebody who think that they're going to send you out? And I'm not saying they've done anything, because hopefully those little dudes know they recognize game so that they can send you out to crash out. And then when you align yourself with anybody from over there, you already put the attention of the FBI on you. Okay. And so if it's going to be about rap, I be wanting to see these guys do well. I be wanting to see anybody from Memphis do well. But it is unfortunate that what has happened, what Juke and Gotti did was they divided Memphis when what happened to Dolph happened. Okay. And so now it trickles down. And so what they do is they've learned how to manipulate by showing these guys attention. Okay, if you go and do this, you go and crash out. Okay, we'll give you more attention. Okay, and so I said that to say this, Lamigo uncles, you need to get him. Okay, player codes, y'all, talk to Lamigo uncle, tell him to get him. Okay, because they're not gonna get away with taking Jay Fizzle out. Okay, they're not gonna get away with it, and it's not even Migo fight. Okay, it's not even Migo fight. And so what they do is they start sending these dudes out to crash out for them while they sit back and look with their arms folded, grinning. Okay. And then when there's retaliation, they go to the hood. And these little dudes need to understand that they put themselves and their families and stuff in danger when they pull themselves, or they let people use them and use them as their muscle to pull them into stuff that ain't even conducive to them, when it should stay about the rap. Okay, that's what it should do. I'm putting it on out there. I have to go ahead, and because I know I'm from South Memphis, but my dad and them from over there in North Memphis and Fraser, I had to go ahead and tell the truth. Okay, and the word on the street is Lamigo went and got them little dudes who was already starting to come up. They was already creating a buzz so that he wouldn't have to do the dirty work no more. They could do it. That's cold-blooded, right? And Lamigo need to sit his ass down somewhere, because Lamigo, I let you make it, okay? But don't think we don't see you, okay? We see you, and everybody looking at you, okay? To include the FBI, all right? Because I just feel like you did something, Lamigo, as it relates to this dog situation. I think you did something. Okay, I think you did something, but that ain't for me to divulge. That, hey, I don't know. We're gonna see, but I just think you did something. I just do. Okay, but this is not the time to be letting people send you out. You supposed to let your talent speak for you. Because see, when people get to hollering about, well, what happened with Grove Hero. Listen, I like Grove Hero, I really do. And the FBI lines and the MPD lines was burning up when folks was sitting up talking about they was gonna go out there and take Grove Hero out when that stuff happened with Lamigo. And it was I'm told it was quite a bit of playing cars out there when he went out there and did that Christmas situation for the kids in the hood. That's what I was told. Now, some people were walking around and the folks was waiting like they were gonna do something, like they were sent out, and the people was looking right at them. And I'm so glad they didn't do nothing, because them federal agents was sitting out there waiting. If they had pulled out a weapon, y'all already know, thinking they're gonna fire and to do terroristic situations with all them kids and stuff out there, y'all know they were gonna eliminate them. And all for what? Because somebody want to give you some money to crash out. These folks got kids and stuff. Stop letting people pull y'all into their crap. The Bible says your gifts will make room for you. You ain't got to go take no hits. You ain't got to let nobody dangle no money in your face. The money gonna come if you stay consistent. You don't even need them. A lot of the stuff that come with them, y'all don't need anyways. Okay? Y'all don't need anyways. When people get talking about, well, you from North Memphis, from South Memphis, you grew up in South, I don't live in South Memphis, but I grew up in South Memphis. I don't have no issues with North Memphis, because we was out there walking around in North Memphis, passing out flyers, talking about our nonprofit organization. And I went down there and walked up in the yard with some of them street dudes that was standing out there, and they were very nice. And we told them to bring your kids down to the church and all that. And they brought their kids in droves, and they was asking me questions, and they were very receptive to me educating them on our Black history. Okay, I had a lot of fun with them. Okay, they weren't ignorant at all. They got them kids and they pulled up in their cars down at the church, and they kept asking me questions. Okay, and my dad wanted to do that because he grew up in that area. Okay, and when he was a little boy, my dad grew up in the North Memphis area around like New Chicago and all that. Okay, so I be wanting to see, okay, these guys do well, right? And so, Jay Fizzle was out there in New York. And so that's why I say you have to watch some of these producers and stuff behind the scene. I'm not being accusatory, but I just, the chances of Jay Fizzle and Lamigo being out there at the same time is very strange to me. But Lamigo, you ain't gonna get away with nothing, because you ain't got away with the first thing. You ain't got away with whatever you did the first time. Okay. Stop letting people send you out. Okay. Stop letting people send you out. And see, my thing is, and I don't talk about Black youngster either, because I know Black youngster's family. I'm real close to his cousins, okay, and auntie. And so I be trying to show some respect in that area. And I'm just gonna leave that alone, okay? But what are the chances? But I'm gonna say this, but Black youngster need to get saved. If these dudes can't help these dudes for real, don't recruit people to be Gotti's crash dummies. Okay, a lot of these people want. I think what's going on now is, this is just in my opinion, a lot of the folks that know that they're gonna go to jail real sooner or later, they're gonna go be indicted. Y'all can take that to the bank. Okay. I think what they're trying to do is recruit little dudes and mess their lives up so that they won't be scared, because they're gonna be scared in the jail. They want to make sure all these dudes, they want to give them the illusion that they helped them while they was out on the street all the time, messing their lives up. I'm sure these little dudes would prefer to be outside on the street. A lot of them got kids, they got mamas, they got a gift of rapping. Don't let them pull y'all in no mess. I done told y'all what it is now. I done told you. Don't let them do it. If Lamigo ass if he want to please God in them, then he needs to get out there and do some stuff himself. And he is doing it, hell, but he ain't getting away with it. Okay. But what are the chances, okay, of Paper Route Jay Fizzle and Lamigo being in New York together? Okay. And let me go back to, before I get into that, let me go back to when about Grove Hero. Grove Hero did not do anything to Lamigo. Okay. Grove Hero didn't do nothing to Lamigo. Okay, Lamigo said that Grove Hero didn't hit him. So if he said he didn't hit him, I gotta believe that. But whatever went on in the airport, anybody can recuperate from that. Hell, all you got to do is just keep doing your music and all of that. Hell, if Lamigo got away from some of them damn folks that's using him, that's got him on a puppet string, he see how he would go up. Instead, a lot of that darkness is starting to surround him, has surrounded him, right? Because he's still a young man. I mean, Lamigo ain't no bad rapper, right? He ain't. He got the wrong people around him that's got a lot of darkness. Okay. He could still appeal to a lot of the younger girls. Okay. He could, but he got the wrong people around him. If they revamped, okay, his brand, right? And revamping his brand would be to remove a lot of the people that's got him on a puppet string. Okay. But why was him and Jay Fizzle out there together? Maybe it was just a coincidence. But as I've said from day one, I don't believe in coincidences. I don't. And I think Jay Fizzle and them need to be very careful because see Jay Fizzle going up. Jay Fizzle going up. And when people feel like that you are a threat, a lot of these folks already mad that they got to go to jail because what they did when they took Young Dolph out, they thought that that would end his empire and it didn't work out. So you got Jay Fizzle that's coming up and who's not afraid to say anything. The same way they tried to do my little kid Jizzle. I call him my little boy, okay? Because um um I see a light on Jizzle, the same type of light that I seen on um CEO 30 until okay, CEO Big 30 until CEO Big 30 allowed darkness to infiltrate him. Because I could see that now. Because CEO Big 30 used to have a smile that would light up a room, and his eyes, you could see the light in his eyes and stuff. And now you don't see that. Okay, because he has allowed the darkness that surrounds him to infiltrate him. I still don't see that with Jizzle. Jizzle is frustrated, and so we gotta pray for our little boy because he's got a mandate on his life. Okay, and I know a lot of people said somebody posted in my comments talking about CEO Jizzle. Let me tell you something. See, I don't believe that CEO Jizzle is a bad child. I don't. And I don't try to uphold what's wrong or anything like that. I just don't believe he's a bad child. Now, his maturity level, he still got to grow. Okay, he still got to grow. He's young. Okay. And I believe that God is going to grow him up because he's got something big for him. Okay. But CEO Jizzle is the total package. And it's unfortunate that what happens is the devil tries to keep people that is the total package who God has an assignment for, because he could really be the next Young Dolph. He's got the charisma. He's smart. I just think that he worries about the wrong thing. Okay. But he's got to mature. All right. And so a lot of them Negroes heard us over here giving him praise and CEO Jizzle, and what they do, they try to go and try to take him out. That's what they did, right? They went and tried to go take him out. And so I think it's a darn shame when you have old Negroes, okay, old and rusty, sending out these young dudes to go and try to take the lives of these other young dudes, ultimately messing their lives up because they're going to either do life in prison or they're going to get retaliated on. And so these young dudes need to understand when they're out here doing certain stuff, they may not get you. They may get somebody that's close to you. And you need to think about that before you go jumping into somebody else's battles that really don't give a damn about you anyways, if you want to be honest. But why was Paperroutejayfizzle and Lamigo in New York together? I think that should be watched. I just don't believe in coincidences, and I hope that some of them folks in New York ain't trying to line Jay Fizzle up. But Lamigo, y'all ain't getting away with it. you're gonna be looking at the damn death penalty because you still ain't passed the smell test as it relates to this Dolph stuff. Okay. I just don't believe in coincidences like that. And so, I was looking at that, but it looks like Jay Fizzle has security, proper security. And it really bothers me when I feel like, these older dudes are sending out little young dudes like Lamigo who could really have a real bright future. Because he could have a really, really bright future if he had the right types of people around him. Okay. And so I don't want to see him, these little dudes that he just signed. I don't want to see him because they're very talented. I don't want to, I'm talking about from out of Fraser or North Memphis or somewhere where they came from, mess their lives up, right? Because going and doing hits for somebody, what they're doing is they're setting you up for the fall. That's exactly what they doing while they sit in their mansions and say, "Well, I never met the nigga. I never knew him. I don't know him like that. I ain't never even had a conversation with the nigga," knowing all the time that it was sent from them by some of their people that they have to go and send, give the little dudes messages to send them out. Don't let them do that to y'all. But let me go. I don't warned you. I don't warned you. Okay, you don't. That's not how you come up. I'm telling you, that ain't how you gonna come up. Okay. But anyways, I was looking at that. I felt like, that needed to be talked about. Okay. That needs to be talked about because I'm telling you, that's a cold game that they playing. It is. It's a cold game. If anything happened to Fizzle, the whole CMG label and everybody that's affiliated with that label, that's got little labels, need to be defunct. Okay. And then the people need to rally together to demand that every one of them indicted. Okay. Every one of them. From Gotti to Juke, but that's coming to Moneybag. Well, I was going to say the Black Youngster, but that's already a done deal. Okay. But whoever else in the background that's doing it. Okay. Because this don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. They ought to be ashamed of themselves. They should be ashamed of themselves committing genocide in our community. They ain't got no shame about what they doing. They ought to be ashamed. How you gonna be an old nigga? Okay, you sitting up old as dirt and ought to be caressing instead of trying to finesse. You ought to be caressing these young dudes and helping to guide them in the right direction because they got the talent. Somebody ought to be caressing Trey Slimes instead of finessing him because he's young. He got a gorgeous little smile and so he's a cute child. But they've taken him completely left. Trey Slimes, FBI watching you. I'm just telling you now, okay? And they started watching you when you teamed up with them folks because you had already been getting in trouble. And see, the thing about it is Trey Slimes got a gift. It ain't like he can't rap. He's talented. He's kind of like the total package too. But look at what they doing. They sending him out and setting him up. Okay? And the sad thing about it is I'm told that's why they signed him. I'm told. This is what I'm told. They signed him because he was already crashing out. Okay? And so that Lilmigo wouldn't have to get his hands dirty. They could sit back and let him do it. What kind of mess is that? What kind of world do we live in? What kind of world we living in? Y'all ought to be ashamed of y'allselves. These dudes got a talent, and this is what y'all do. It don't make no sense. All of this jealousy, but see, it comes from the head. If the head ain't right, nothing else is gonna function. And I'm telling you, it starts at the head. All that jealousy and dysfunction, and the head sends all of this craziness down. That's what's going on, y'all. It's a darn shame before God what is going on. Okay. And that's why I say, you can't have small minds. People get jealous because other people got a talent. Some of these old dudes want to sign these young dudes that they see have the potential to do good, just so that they can, so they can be stagnant. I don't like that young ass nigga anyway. He think he could talk to all the gals. We gonna sign that nigga and crash him out. Just like they do some of these young women. They were saying, we sign them and whore them out. They signing these dudes to crash them out. Then when they crash out, how they get paid is they have 15 and $20 million insurance policies on them. That's how a lot of these label heads creating this generational wealth. You better ask somebody. By playing with the lives of a lot of these young black men that's got a lot of potential and talent. You better listen. Okay? And so that's why I say it's something wrong with our people to even be playing in the hands of what they have done to a lot of the artists in the past, to get their foot in, to be continuing on, not caring about what they're doing to their very own community. Okay. It's sad. It's a darn shame before God, the mindset that a lot of our people have. Okay. And they do it because they know a lot of our people are not used to anything. They could give them a cheeseburger. Folks selling out their own damn community for cheeseburgers. Like I said, look at what's going on with our young ladies, how they are exploiting them because a lot of them are on some type of narcotic and they were not taught their self-worth. These girls setting up folks like 40 going off. Why would a girl be sitting up allowing a man to use her to set up somebody or to be a getaway driver or something like that in a crime? That's absolutely ridiculous. Okay. And so it really it bothers me. It makes me so sad when I see that a lot of our young ladies don't have any self-worth, don't have no class about themselves. Okay. These girls out here all on the internet shaking their butt, and these girls sitting up selling ass for Jack Purtle's chicken. Okay. These folks selling ass for Jack Purtle's chicken. Okay. These folks feel like if a man take them out and he buy them some popcorn and pay for the movie that they supposed to go sleep with them. Y'all, what kind of world we living in? Okay. And they are being encouraged by a lot of them by they no good mamas. You better shake what your mama gave us. Don't let them put no gravy on them French fries. Okay. From Jack Purtle's chicken and get a large sweet tea. Mama, they get back to the house. Mama gonna bend over and shake hers. That's why I say, y'all, there has to be a renewal of the mind in our community. They selling out their own damn community for a cheese basket. Okay. That's why I say there has to be a renewal of the mind with our people. Like, small minds can't think big. Small mind, they don't know how. Okay. And so what they're doing is a lot of these record heads, they're targeting people and families that ain't never had nothing. Some people ain't never even been outside of the city of Memphis, let alone the state of Tennessee. Okay. You got folks that think that going on vacation is going to Arkansas. That's right over the bridge. Oh, you know what they said? If I had set it them up, they had spoiled me. They had sent me on vacation. Where you go? Arkansas. They sent me to a house in Mississippi. That ain't no damn vacation. They sending you right over the bridge or over the state line, and you feel you talking bragging about somebody done finesse you into screwing your life up. Okay. And I had gone to nothing that they could ever give you would be big enough. But they go and they finesse people that have small minds. Oftentimes people have that jealous spirit anyways. They get to watching. You know what, man? That nigga do think he's something. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and murk that nigga. And then what you've done is you put yourself in danger, because I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of these folks that's coming up knocked off, it ain't because it was no retaliation. I worked for the folks for almost 20 years and still do investigative work. I'm getting ready to put you up on some game. A lot of these people that's out here doing dirt ain't getting knocked off from no retaliation. They get knocked off by the people that paid them to go do the hit, because the police got hot on them and they were scared that they was gonna talk, and so they took them out because they knew it would look like it was retaliation. Okay. And so that's why I say folks can't have small minds, with a lot of these young ladies letting these men use them. We had gone it on vacation. We had gone it, can't even talk. We had gone it over to Arkansas. Okay. Like I said, minds, just small minds can't conceive big things. All out in the damn yard in Arkansas, in the front yard, killing pigs, killing your own damn breakfast to put bacon on the stove, and you feel like a nigga done took you on vacation. Okay. So that's why I said that has to be a renewal of the mind in our community. Okay. And that's why I said, Lamigo, I'm telling you, don't y'all mess with Jay Fizzle. Okay. Don't let nobody, because see, if God and them had to go do this stuff themselves, you see nothing would never happen. Because you know why? They care about their freedom. Okay. So they just send somebody out that they know will do anything for some fame, and money, something that ain't gonna last anyways. And get them to mess their life up. And if they think they're gonna talk, they're gonna do them like they did Teasy. Okay. And which I still think is a crying shame. Okay. It was wrong what they did to Teasy. And see, I'm gonna tell you another thing too. When they nice looking, they be ready to get rid of them. Teasy was a nice looking young man. Okay. So they probably didn't like him anyway, just like Dolph was a tall, nice looking young man. It's something about Jizzle is real handsome. So it's something about when they're real cute, they be trying to get them out the way anyways. Okay. That's the reason why I say these old dudes ought to be ashamed of themselves for what they're doing. Okay. But God says, when I get them back for what they did, you're going to see me get them back. Okay. But I don't believe in coincidences. Okay. And I think Jay Fizzle, okay, need to be very wise and be very careful and make sure he always is surrounded, especially when he's going to these other states. Because God let him see this, that's a warning. When he's going to these other states now, he needs to always have professional security, okay, and a group of folks around him, okay? Because these folks sick out here. They completely sick, okay? They sick, all right? But anyways, you guys, I ain't mean to go on 40 minutes. Y'all know how I get when I get to talking. I be talking about some of everything, child. But I had to put that into the atmosphere, okay? Because I want Jay Fizzle and them to watch their back, because it's Christmas. It's around Christmas time. And it's something about these folks is so sadistic. I don't know if this is an industry thing or what. When people are happy and when they're getting ready to celebrate with their families, to celebrate, the birth of Jesus. And I know a lot of people don't believe in Jesus, okay? But I do. And they're getting ready they're happy, and their family is thinking about all the goodness of God. So for some reason, these sadistic people be trying to take these kids out, these young men out around the time that they should be celebrating or getting ready to celebrate with their children and their family. Okay? They want them gone. That's because they know people are happier around the holidays. They're more lax. It is sadistic on a whole nother level. A lot of these old nappy neck cuckabug head niggas that grew up in the damn hood, and y'all letting these devils have y'all do that to your own community. It's a darn shame before God. Okay. So Jizzle, Jay Fizzle. I don't know. I be saying Jizzle all the time, but I be meaning Jay Fizzle. Jay Fizzle, watch your back. Okay, watch your back until they got. That's all I can say. Whoever they are, watch your back until they got. Okay. But anyways, I'm talking about that God get back. I'm talking about God in handcuffs. Okay. But anyways, you guys, I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you can definitely support the channel via Cash App. I love you guys. I'll speak with you later.